Welcome to today's Explainer, where we are going to dive deep into a genuinely chilling paradigm shift happening right now in the cybersecurity landscape. We're moving way past the theoretical stuff today, and we're looking at what actually happens when artificial intelligence goes on the offensive.
So, I want you to start by asking yourself a pretty simple question. What if the AI tools we're all using every single day weren't just chatting with us? I mean, imagine a world where AI doesn't just, retrieve information or summarize a PDF for you, but takes active, autonomous, and potentially malicious action entirely on its own.
Because that's the reality we're heading toward. We're looking at a scenario where AI can independently find software bugs, write the literal exploit code for those bugs, move laterally through a corporate network, escalate its own privileges, and ultimately, even extort companies. It really begs the terrifying question, hasn't it? Has AI evolved from a simple productivity tool into a true autonomous digital hacker?
Which brings us to Section 1. What are AI agents? We're shifting away from simple chatbots and looking into the new reality of autonomous agents.
There's a really stark contrast here that we need to understand. The old AI model, if we can even call it old, was purely passive. You ask a question, it gives you an answer, right? Like a super smart search engine. But an AI agent, that is fundamentally different. It acts as an operator. You just give it a high-level goal and it plans the mission, breaks it down into actionable steps, uses external tools, executes commands, and honestly, this is the wild part. If it runs into an error, it actually reads the error message, fixes its own mistake, and tries again.
So when you apply that operator mentality to hacking, it absolutely changes the game. An entirely automated attack flow can kick off when a human user types a simple, plain English prompt like, "Test this site for vulnerabilities." That's literally it. From there, the AI agent just takes the wheel. It scans the ports, fingerprints the web server to see exactly what software is running, searches for known vulnerabilities or CVEs, auto-generates the malicious payload, executes the exploit, and then just hands the results back to the user. What used to be a highly manual, tedious process is now a fully automated attack chain.
Moving on to Section 2, why AI masters hacking. Let's look at why artificial intelligence is naturally, almost perfectly, suited for offensive cybersecurity.
The absolutely crucial point here is that the fundamental requirements of a human hacker are exactly the things that large language models excel at. I mean, hacking isn't just typing really fast in a dark room like in the movies. It relies heavily on massive information gathering, recognizing really subtle patterns, automating repetitive tasks, and analyzing endless, boring streams of server logs. For example, AI can now perform what's called patch diffing. It can literally read a developer's Git commit, figure out exactly how a vulnerability was just patched, and then reverse engineer how to attack the systems that haven't applied that patch yet. It's brilliant, but terrifying.
And think about the code itself. Before, human hackers had to painstakingly write their own Python scripts, PowerShell commands, and shellcode. Now, AI generates these exploits in literal seconds. And it doesn't even stop at just generating the code. It can debug it, refactor it, obfuscate it so that your antivirus software can't read it, and instantly translate the whole exploit into a completely different programming language if it needs to.
But, it's not all just code and servers. We have to talk about automated social engineering, because humans are usually the weakest link. In the past, phishing emails were notoriously bad, right? Full of typos, weird grammar, easy to spot. Well, today, AI can perfectly mimic human tone, it can generate fake customer service chats in real time, and it can even scrape a target's LinkedIn profile, check out recent company announcements, look at social media posts, and craft a highly customized, hyper-targeted spear phishing attack that is basically indistinguishable from a real human interacting with you.
Now for Section 3, the agent toolchain threat. We've seen what it can write, but what happens when these automated agents are handed the keys to industry-standard hacking weapons? This is where things get really serious. Right now, AI frameworks are supporting deep integration with the most powerful networking and exploitation tools on the planet. We are talking about AI autonomously operating tools like Nmap for network mapping, Metasploit for executing advanced exploits, Burp Suite, SQL Map, Wireshark, and even directly interfacing with Kubernetes and cloud APIs. It's got the whole shebang at its disposal.
I want you to just pause and consider this chilling reality for a second. AI doesn't just know anymore. It can really do. We are witnessing this massive transition from passive knowledge retrieval to active autonomous execution right inside corporate intranets. The agent isn't just reading about a vulnerability on Wikipedia. It's actively scanning for weak passwords, grabbing authentication tokens, and establishing persistence in a network, all entirely on its own.
Section 4. Can AI replace hackers? This naturally leads us to the immediate question on everyone's mind. Are human cybercriminals and security researchers obsolete today?
The short answer right now is, well, not completely. See, the absolute greatest weapon a top-tier human hacker has is creativity. Advanced attacks rarely follow a simple, linear checklist. They require on-the-spot judgment, mixing multiple complex vulnerabilities together, and utilizing weird, bizarre quirks in a specific IT environment to evade monitoring. Current AI, on the other hand, is still kinda unstable. It hallucinates, it misjudges environments, and honestly, if it encounters a completely unknown situation, it often just gets stuck and fails the attack.
So, to wrap up that thought, AI right now is best described as an incredibly powerful hacker assistant. It is not yet a flawless, fully autonomous master hacker, but, and this is a really massive but, it is evolving at breakneck speed.
Which leads into Section 5, the terrifying AI worm. That rapid evolution leads us straight to a highly plausible, totally dystopian scenario that is legitimately keeping researchers awake at night: the self-propagating AI worm.
Let's just walk through the life cycle of an AI worm. It's a self-propagating agent. First, it infects a host machine. Then, rather than just executing some dumb static script, it dynamically learns its new environment. It looks around, independently decides the best attack strategy based on what it actually sees, actively hunts for its next target on the network, and purposefully works to evade endpoint detection and response systems. It basically operates as an independent, thinking digital organism.
And what makes this truly terrifying is multi-agent collaboration. Imagine specialized AIs working together seamlessly as a swarm. One agent is dedicated solely to phishing the employees. Another agent grabs those credentials to elevate privileges. A third manages the lateral movement across the servers. And a fourth quietly exfiltrates your data. And because they're digital, they process information at speeds completely beyond human comprehension. Oh, and they never ever sleep. They can strike you at 3 a.m. on a Sunday and just keep going without a coffee break.
Finally, Section 6, the future. AI versus AI. So where does this lead the good guys? We have to shift our focus to the future of defense and explore how the cybersecurity industry must radically adapt to survive. We really just have to face a harsh mathematical reality here. Human defenders, no matter how skilled or how well caffeinated they are, simply cannot process the massive volume of logs, security events, and alerts that will be generated by relentless 24/7 automated AI attacks. The math just doesn't work out. We physically cannot read the data fast enough to stop them.
And this forces an inevitable paradigm shift. The impending reality of cyber warfare is an entirely automated battlefield. It's literally going to be AI versus AI. On the attacking side, you have your AI agents, automated exploits, and those multi-agent swarms we talked about. So, on the defending side, security operations centers, or SOCs, will have to be entirely AI-driven just to keep up. We are looking at a future of AI threat hunting, AI-powered CMs, and instant AI auto-response just to keep the network alive.
But you know, the real concern isn't just whether AI itself will somehow wake up and decide to attack us. It's the fact that anyone can now use it to attack. Even though these AI agents aren't flawless yet, the barrier to entry for launching sophisticated cyber attacks has been permanently lowered. You no longer need to spend a decade learning network protocols and exploit development. Nope, you just need to know how to prompt the right agent.
And this brings us to a pretty sobering conclusion. In the very near future, the true battlefield won't be human versus human. It will be model versus model. The future of cyber warfare isn't about who has the better technical skills anymore. It's quite simply about who possesses the stronger AI. So, as these autonomous agents come online everywhere, we really have to ask ourselves, is our digital infrastructure truly ready for a war fought entirely by machines?